all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mouser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mouser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations, sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations.
To speak. She got one, but it was the one. Didn't mean to fall so deep. Sounds gonna be she got one, but it was the one. Didn't sounds gonna be sounds gonna be she got one, but it was the one. She walks home with the AirPods on, with the same songs on repeat. But he pulled up over her eyes, cause she's not in the mood to speak. She got one that he was the one, didn't mean to fall so deep. She walks home with the AirPods on, same songs on repeat. Same songs on repeat. Same songs on repeat. She got one that he was the one, same songs on repeat. She got one that you have no
introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations, sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mouser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mouser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Issei Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I request everybody to please take your seats. We'll begin shortly in another 5 minutes. Thank you.
We know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mouser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mouser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Issei Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mouser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mouser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Issei Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the
It's fine. Hello. Good morning, everybody. My name is Payal, and I am the marketing manager for Mouser India. On behalf of Mouser, I would like to thank each and every one of you to join us today. A special note of thanks to our suppliers for their continued support throughout the journey. Before we will begin shortly, but before that, I would like to mention a few points. I would request everybody to please keep your phones on silent. We will have short breaks in between, and the lunch will be served at 2. And we will have our Q&A at the end of the session. So please save them for that time. So now, to kick things off, I would like to invite Mr. Clinton up on the stage to take us through Mouser's journey, who we are, and how we are making a difference in the industry. Please welcome for Clinton to join us on the stage. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to render a warm welcome to each and every one of you who have come, for this roadshow. My name is Clinton Jose. I'm the Vice President for Global Support for Mouser India. Over the next few minutes, I would be giving you a brief about Mouser, a brief history, an overview of how we operate, so on and so forth. So please stay tuned. So we are authorized distributors of semiconductor and electronic components. We started way back in 1964. It was started by a person by the name of Jerry Mouser. And over the years, our company was acquired by TTI, our parent company, also known as Tektronic Incorporated. And in 2007, TTI was acquired by Berkshire Hathaway Group of Companies. So we are wholly owned by Berkshire Hathaway Group of Companies, and we have their solid backing. Quality, service, and speed is what we strive for. And we are very focused on our business model, right? And we are into engineering. We introduce new products. So we have tie-ups with major suppliers and manufacturers across the world. So what we do is very simple. We buy products from our suppliers. We store it in our warehouse at our headquarters in Mansfield. And we sell these products through our website. So that makes us an e-commerce company. We sell in small quantities. So when I say we sell in small quantities, we don't have a minimum order quantity, right? So if we have customers who want to say even buy one resistor, we'd go ahead and sell it to them. Now, we work very closely with our customers. So we know what they are into. If they are into, if they are into, say, technology, if they are into engineering and prototype. So we work very closely with them and we support them in every possible way. Okay? And Mouser and TTI Group of Companies, we are basically into design guidance, design identification, design fulfillment, and we also sell in small quantities like Mouser does. And we also have our parent company, TTI, that sell in large quantities. So our customers are mainly design engineers, R&D engineers, hobbyists, manufacturing engineers, and so on and so forth. So moving on, we have a self-sufficient NPI launch. So as I said, we launch new products into the market. So we have a NPI launch team based out of Bangalore. So they do a lot of things. They do a lot of research. They create content. They build microsites. They also collate parametric data. And also targeted marketing is something that they do. So this is some stats that we have for 2024. So we've created 4,000 new microsites. We've added 69,000 parts, and we've had 16 million page views. So that's the number of times that somebody has visited our website. So this is some stats in comparison to our competitor. So we are way ahead of them in this. Coming to inventory, we invest a lot on inventory. Okay, so we do same-day shipping. We house nearly 1.2 million, parts in our warehouse. And in order to manage operations as big as this, we require a huge warehouse. So we have a global distribution warehouse at our headquarters in Mansfield. We initially had about 100,000 square feet, but we added another 100,000 square feet a year or two ago. So Now, this global distribution center that we have, you must have seen the corporate video that we saw a little earlier. It is completely automated and has the state-of-the-art warehouse systems in place, and and we have the best pick and ship operations. So that's a little about our warehouse. And as I mentioned earlier, we ship in small quantities. So this is the global reach that we have. We service the different regions like the Americas, Europe, and Asia. In the Americas, we have marketing teams at our headquarters in Texas and in Mexico. In all other regions, we have customer service teams. In Europe, we have marketing teams in Munich and in the UK. In all other regions, we have customer service teams. In Asia, we have marketing teams in India, in Hong Kong, Shanghai, Japan, in South Korea. And in all other regions, we have customer service teams. Now, as I mentioned, we work very closely with our customers, and we provide them with a lot of value-added services. So if you log into our website and you go to services and tools, you'll see a whole lot of tools at a customer's disposal. Like you have the BOM tool, you have designing tools, you can request for a quote, you have a price availability tool, inventory tools, so on and so forth. We also have a number of design resources. So we have, a technical resource library. We also have a price and availability assistant. So quite a lot of tools at the customer's, disposal. So the Mauser website is very rich in content. So we have a technical resource hub that houses a lot of, information, be it technical information. We have a lot of articles that are written by, some of the Mauser staff and also some people from outside as well. So it gives you the latest in technology, industry trends, a lot of educational articles that we have. So as I come towards the end of my presentation, some key takeaways. So Mauser is a global marketing company that sells products in small quantities. We are a leading distributor for new products, as I mentioned, and we are focused on design engineering and R&D. Mauser supports design needs, and we have a wide selection of products, new products, as well as legacy products. And we connect you to millions of products. We have a whole lot of resource tools and design tools available. And last, Mauser ships to nearly 900,000 individuals globally. So this brings me to the end of my short presentation, but if you want to know more about what's happening at Mauser and some latest trends that's happening there, you can log into our social media websites like Facebook and LinkedIn. These are our QR codes. So one of the latest that's happening at Mauser is the local India invoicing. That's something that we kickstarted about a year ago. And we have piloted it. We ran into a few issues, but we've sorted them out, and we will be kickstarting that again. So that's all from me. Thank you so much. Over to you, Payal.
Thank you so much, Clinton. So up next, we have Mr. Srinivas Parikshit, CEO of Occam Technologies. Mr. Srinivas Parikshit. All right.
Hello. Hello. Good morning to one all present here. I'm Srinivas, co-founder and CEO of Akam. Akam is basically an outsourced R&D design and PC electronics manufacturing company, right? So as a design company and technical person, I came across. I had an opportunity to work with a lot of innovative people with different innovations, and recently we started working on several aspects of AI, and I'm going to discuss about implementing AI on product development and also manufacturing, and discuss about the gap between these two. So say uh, if I ask someone to count this, how many registers are there in this, will take some time, right? So I just inserted this into chat GPT, and it gave me an answer. It could be simple because it's rows multiplied by columns. Okay, it's easy to do. What if it's mixed with different values? And if you have to count, we also had a timer where I did manually and AI did it obviously in 2 seconds. It also segregated each value and the quantity. I took almost 10 minutes, and to double check this, it's the most of the time that took to prepare this PPT to verify if the answer is correct or not. So this is a small example to show us how AI can be utilized to reduce the time and use our time at the best, basically. So when we is it audible in the back? Yeah. So when it comes to development, there are three aspects. The one is development of the product, manufacturing, and the service, the post service of the products. So these three are usually not connected to each other, and we are working to leverage this. Leverage AI to connect all this together. We'll go one by one on each aspects, basically, right? So when it comes to design, there are some inputs that a sourcing team can give, same way inputs that a production team can give, same way each of them are not interconnected at all. This feedback loop is always open. So how AI can be optimized to connect all this to deliver a product, and the next revision to be more of a quality and a better product is what we are going to discuss now. So when it comes to hardware, recently there are many AI processors, AI chipsets that come with, microcontrollers come with AI capabilities. So for example, there is a medical device that we are working on, which requires PID loops, to do a feedback loop control. Traditionally, our engineers will take almost a month to tune these one by one. And with AI processors, we are implementing LLM inside the core, the microprocessor core itself, which improves the accuracy of this particular medical device, which is very critical for patients monitoring and stuff. One more example that we are working on is for drones. So drones has IMU, which is used to stabilize its movement, fly with smoothly, right? These IMUs accuracy is very crucial, and we are implementing custom-made firmwares and algorithms that can improvise the stability rather than programming it manually. So multiple days of efforts can be implemented in a small hardware to improve. Next is developing the firmware. So firmware development, again, it's not that we can completely depend on the AI to write the code. So basically, the firmware that we develop can also be verified by AI. One example that can be is there is a simple project where we have to generate 4 tones, right? Basically, and these 4 tones generally require an SD card and other components, which will increase the cost of the product. So with AI assistance, we wrote some algorithms to generate sound purely through firmware, which will take so much time for the engineers to develop. So like this, we can utilize AI to uh, improve the quality, the time of development, and everything in terms of firmware. It can also debug the codes that has been developed, and it can also improvise and reduce the space of the codes, which will usually be done through a senior level developer or multiple level of engineers. But a startup cannot afford all those. So a simple AI can act as an assistant to complete this faster. The next thing is BOM optimization. The product cost is highly dependent on BOM also. The number of components that is being utilized. So every production we buy, we don't know what purchase has happened previously, or which vendor has done. Even if you have multiple projects, so in our case we are in EMS, we work on multiple projects at a time, and with AI we are using help to identify components used in multiple projects and buy together. That way it can reduce our end product cost for our end customers. So similarly, the trends, what has the cost been, what has the price fluctuations has been. We can also predict how much our BOM can go high or low in the next production, and all this will help us build a very optimal product. So DFM is again one thing that can be optimized during manufacturing. So traditional DFMs are based on software, which is developed by one particular company. So, and software to software it varies. Some software will be better at different aspects, and some other software will be better at a different aspect. So if we can combine all this data together and also get the data from the production line after manufacturing, these can be optimized, while the design stage itself, to identify um, the mistakes that can happen in the future. Um, this way we can also reduce the wastage, the quality output of the product that's being generated. So, in currently, the machines that manufacture, example, pick and place machines, in AOI machines, it requires rigorous programming usually. So, an engineer has to select each and every component. Say there are thousands on components, they take half a day online, to stop. We sometimes it's to stop the production. Sometimes it's done offline also, but this takes half a day time of an engineer to program each and every component, its position, and do trials. So these now AI is being implemented in these also, which generates the code, and all we have to do is verify if it's correct, and verify if the programming is done, and go for trial directly, which again is good. Also for AOI, post assembly inspection is also something that is a major pain point during assembly. So the SMD lines are equipped for the manufacturing lines are equipped to review the SMD components, even for through hole components, but finished assembly is still a problem. And one more use case is for prototypes. If so volume is very low, say 10 or 20 numbers for prototypes, and we can't program because the programming itself will take so much hours. So we are utilizing AI to take images of one perfectly golden sample and then compare them with the other components. That way, we can program it faster and also verify. So this can also be used in low volume productions like defense applications, prototypes, and other things. So basically, the closing the loop. When we go for design and see the review of for optimization, when we are asked for consulting to optimize that product, the first team that we go and talk is the service team, the pre-sale post-sales team. So this feedback is generally will not come to R&D team also. So the records of all failures that's happening in the field device has to come to the engineer now and then, so that the R&D team can get this feedback and improve in the products in the next revisions. So I end my note on this that AI requires a complete connection, of all the loops to complete the entire production and to bring an efficient product development and manufacturing. Yes. Is there any questions you want to ask? Yes. So our target customers are manufacturers, product designers, and manufacturers. So say if it's a startup, the design team and usually the manufacturer is done by someone else. So our target customer is to connect, these two to fill the gap. So we develop products also. We also do manufacture basically for customers, right? So every a product that is being electronic product manufacturer is our target. Sorry? Real example in terms for design or in terms of product? Assembly manufacturing? So for an example, so there's a digital stethoscope that we have to manufacture. There's one customer who wants to develop a digital stethoscope, right? To measure the digital stethoscope, there are lots of algorithms that we have to use to reduce the noise. So this particular case where we have to record all the sounds from them and reduce. So when we measure the heartbeat, basically we'll also get the lung sound. Or if you want to measure the lung sound, we'll also get the heart sound. To remove these, we need to write complex algorithms, which is traditionally done by a firmware developer who does digital processing and so on. So with AI on edge, we were able to train a model where we can measure the lung sound, heart sound separately, and then give them multiple samples. And once this training is done, we'll put the small LLM on the processor itself, which will give an output, that is more accurate than a manually programmed version. So similarly, all those algorithms that we do manually can be replaced. For example, for pregnancy tests, to increase the accuracy of positives, false negatives, and all, we are using algorithms to train the device, and then if we implement that, it increases the accuracy in terms of hardware. That's an example. In manufacturing, it also involves, for an example, it could also be tracking OEE. OEE requires a number of production happening if the quality of the product that's coming out. So we are working on smart cameras for a customer who is measuring the outputs that's coming out. So we are training the models to identify this problems and other things. Other is if they're wearing PPE, are they doing the process properly? All these things can be monitored. Similarly, the quality perspective, if you say electronics, it will be after production, it's hard to it's done visually generally. So we can do AI based algorithms using AI.
Hi, I'm very apologies to interrupt. Can we please have the Q&A session at the end of the event? I mean, you can use your notepad in front of you to jot down all your questions, and we will have enough time to answer all the queries. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay, 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 okay. Answered by, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Srinivas. I would now like to invite Mr. P.K. Banik and team from Phoenix Contact to give us insights on next gen for smart manufacturing. Please join me in welcoming Mr. P.K. Banik up on the stage. Thank you.
Hello. No, sir. Hello. Is it coming? Hello. Good morning and welcome. I hope I'm very much audible even at the backstage. Yes, am I audible? Okay, thank you. So I'm here with our colleague, Mr. Srinivas from our Bangalore office and Mr. Subramaniam Dittu from our Chennai office. So here we are going to present our portfolio and of course, which can help in the modern smart manufacturing. And at the same time, we have our demonstration there at the backside. So after this session, we welcome you all to visit us in the demonstration so that you can have the product demonstration. So first of all, I thank Mauser to organize this kind of session, and also thanks to this audience. So what is Phoenix? We begin with about Phoenix. It's a organization is more than 100 years old, and we believe with networking, electrification, and automation. So based on all these three pillars, we can serve not only the present, also for a sustainable future, for a stable solution, sustainable solution. And this is our motto as a corporate, global corporate, all electric society. With corporate profile, can I have the laser? This is our corporate office in Bloomberg. It is northwest of Germany. And another location is in Bad Pyrmont and Paderborn. These are near about 30 kilometers away. So all our production and starting from the design up to production and logistics, everything takes care from here for the global part. And apart from Germany, we have 3 other locations. For Americas, it is in Harrisburg in US. Then we have for Asia Pacific in Nanjing, China. And of course, the India is also added in the chart. Our Phoenix, almost more than 100 countries is present. Out of those, only, apart from Germany, only these 3 locations are awarded with Global Center of Competence. What does it mean? So starting from an idea or concept, we can realize the product and supply to you. So this is our India location, the plant, and this is our corporate office in New Delhi. These are the facilities that we have, all kind of design facility, laboratory, and approvals. So the laboratory we have, it is NABL accredited laboratory. It means not only Phoenix for its own requirement, even for any kind of third-party test it can conduct. So with the product now, more than 100,000 products we have in our portfolio, and we have categorized those portfolio in 3 business vertical. So the very first one, the device connectors. We know what is device. When we have some requirement, we provide some input, uh, and then it's processed, and then we get the output. So this is a device or equipment. For your all kind of requirement, we have to provide some input. For that, we need entry gate at the device. Those are input connector, and then we have output terminal for to get the output. So we will cover all the details in the coming slides. Then we have industrial components and electronics. This is another vertical. And the last but not the least one is the automation or for the industry management segment. So in device portfolio, we have starting from our IP20 PCB connectors up to then IP65 and more for different kind of circular data connectors and heavy duty connectors or for the installation connectors. Then we have enclosures. When some device is designed, the core design is on the PCB, but then we need one enclosure to house it. So we have wide range of enclosures to accommodate the electronics inside it. Then the industrial components and electronics. So here, whatever goes inside a control panel, if we can imagine a control panel. So starting from DIN rail, the DIN rail mountable terminal block, then different kind of power supply, relays, then surge protection, and not only that, even we have the components like the printer, the tools, ferrules, all those. So which accommodate all kind of your requirement. So which are categorized under this segment. Then we have the industry management and automation. Here we have the components, in the component side, we have different kind of IOs, PLCs, and HMIs. And of course, we have our own software. And with all those components and the software, so Phoenix can offer you a solution, whether it can be for dam automation, it can be a tunnel automation, so all kind of, or can be an assembly line in the automotive. So Phoenix has the capability and capacity to offer the solution as well. Another buzz is in the market nowadays is the EV, electric vehicle. So we have our specific solution for EV as well. What we have the connector and charger and all these components, we can provide the solution for the EV or the electrical vehicles. Now coming to the main topic about the device connectors. So there are some basics. So what first is the connection technology? When we talk about any connectors, so there will be some connectivity. And the very base of these connectivities are, there's wide range of connectivity or connection technology. So starting from the traditional screw, then spring cage, then we have push in, then crimp, then IDC, the insulation displacement connections. So wide range of connection technology are there in our portfolio. So we believe out of this, any one of the technology can suit your requirement for your smart device. So then the mounting process. When it comes to electronics, we all know there should be some PCB, and PCB, on the PCB, the connector should be mounted. And for that, the traditional starting from the web soldering, then THR, then we have SMT, direct plug-in technology, and SCAD. So the very widely used on web soldering, so we have our PCB connectors widely based on this web soldering. Then the next requirement is the THR or the SMD. So when it's a compact device, so nowadays SMD components are very much accepted and interested for that. So we have all variants. So for the same application, we can offer you the solution. Either it can be web soldering based or through hole based or SMD based. Of course, then we have edge connector, where you no need to drill a hole, or we have the skid. This is a very unique connection technology. There no need of soldering. So special kind of mechanism is there. So the connector can be mounted on the PCB directly without using any soldering process. Then the protection, this is the ingress protection. What it is, we known as IP. So when it is inside the device on PCB, so probably we need a safety which provides us the safety against touch. So then most of these are IP20. What does it mean? So it has no protection against any dust and water. But of course, it has protection against some solid particles. And that, if it is 12 or 12.5 mm dia or more than that, any solid particles, it will not get in contact of the metal part or the live part of the connector. What does it mean practically? Basically, if we see all our fingertips when we operate connection, disconnection. So if we by chance we touch the connector, it should not get in contact with the live part. So it ensures all our IP20 products ensures, so there will be no hazardous in touch, although it has in live condition. But in some application, when it is the device which has connectivity from the field or towards the field, or the peripheral of the device, so then it requires the protection not only touch proof, it should be protected against dust and even the water. So there we have IP65 and more. So we have solution up to IP69K. So that means up to submerge for a certain depth and duration. So we can provide. Then the product, whatever portfolio we have for our PCB connector, so it is under the brand name of Combicon. So if we put our portfolio on a graphical manner, so starting with a 0.8 mm square cable size, that is the pitch from 2.5 up to 90 mm square cable size, or the pitch up to 20 mm, we have all this product portfolio. So whether it is a miniature device like a smoke detector, or it's a power equipment or system like for a drive or some motors or machine, so we have the solution for all kind of needs. And again, starting from a screw termination up to fit through with lock and key, we have all the solution, all kind of connection technology we have. For smart, fast manufacturing, what does we require? We require within a specified time or in a very lesser time, we should operate, means the connection or disconnection, we should perform very quickly. And for that, we have all this portfolio. So the very first one is our push-in spring connections. In push-in, while we connect, we just push and it will be connected. There is no tool is required. So we have the advantage, it will be fast connection because we just push, we insert and it's connected. And at the same time, no tool is required, no screwdriver is required. It is in fixed type. This is a one type solution, one piece solution, means the terminal is mounted on the PCB and we insert the wire here. At the same time, we have the same connection technology in pluggable solution here. So here, the one part is mounted on the PCB, and the wire we connect, we push here, and then we mate the male-female part. And the mating is done, the connection is established. Similarly, we have the same in IDC principle. Here, generally when we connect, we have to insulate, we have to first remove the insulation of the cable, then we have to crimp it, and then it is ready to connect. But with IDC kind of principle or technology, there is no need of pre-treatment. Means you cut the wire length as required and insert. There is some knife kind of mechanism inside this product. Once you insert the wire and just push it, so it will cut the insulation in such a precision manner, it will cut the insulation of the cable, not the conductor, and it will get in contact with the conductor inside. So then it establishes the contact. Then we have lever operation. In some of the operation, maybe at the site, we need some lever operation, means with the lever pulling, we can insert the wire and then just press down the lever and it is connected. So again, it is very fast and no tool is required for connection or disconnection. Even for power application for drive or power panel, we have lever operation solution. Here you can see the wire, we just insert here and then press down the lever, it is connected. So once you do it at your own, you can feel it, how ease of operation it is and how fast it is. Otherwise, even if a wire size of maybe say 6 or 10 mm square, to connect it with a traditional screw method way, it is very difficult and it takes time. But here, even for a higher cross section for say 50 mm square also, we can connect such a easy way. So it saves time, and saving time is money. I need no need to mention it here. Next is for one product for wire to board connections. Here it may question comes, why this race car? It symbolizes that everything should be very fast, even at our factory site. And for that, we have a product line, Connexis. It is your connectivity in a quick manner, and we have this portfolio. Here, the specialty of this product, it comes with the first way is pushing, or if we have established crimping facility in our plant, so we can go with the crimp technology as well. And by default, this product comes with locking mechanism, and it's very easy. Once it is mated, you will hear a click sound. So at the site, it ensures it is locked. Unless otherwise, somebody press both this side, it will not come out. So that means it gives you the firm locking is established, and the coding mechanism is also there. By default, it comes. Suppose in one device, we have same number of contacts in input, for example, say 4-pin input, at the same time we need 4-pin output. By chance, it should not be during our preventive or breakdown maintenance. When we disconnect, again we connect. By chance, the input or output should not be exchanged. How we can ensure it? So with coding, so maybe in the input we can use X coded, and the output we can use Y coded. So with this, it is polarity mismatch is ensured. So these features are inbuilt here. So for quick factory side connections, we have this product as Connexis. B2B, board to board. If you minutely see different boards, basically it is a connected. So when nowadays for all kind of compact device or IoT device, multiple small PCBs are inside a compact device. How to connect? Then for that we have this product range, board to board or fine pitch, because it comes in very minute pitch. Here we have either directly board to board, or if there is certain distance is there, we have board to board. In between we have the cable mechanism or cable connections. So on PCB, generally for our data transmission, we use data connector in copper side, maybe it's RJ45 kind of product, or in the FO side fiber optics. But on PCB side, on PCB mounted, this is the product series we have, which can provide not only for the power or signal, even for the data transmission. Up to 56 Gbps is possible. And another thing is for the stacking height. The variable stacking height is available. And particularly this series, it comes with shielded as well as unshielded version and a very specific scale X. It ensures while it is connected, there is even with a minor displacement, your signal will not disconnected. So this is a very specific mechanism is incorporated in this product. Then we have this product is PushX. What is PushX? This is a very unique product with the features. Generally, when even in the push-in, we push, then it is connected. But how to ensure it is connected safer way? So in this technology, if you see, it comes, the lever is on the bottom side. So once we insert, and here you can feel it at our demonstration, you just touch the wire and it will connect. You will feel some pulling forces there. It will pull and connect, and once it connected, you will hear a click sound. And at the same time, you can visually, you can also see if it is connected, the lever has come upside. So visually and also with the click sound, so the user or the installer can ensure it is connected. So we have these two series at the moment for solution for up to 1.5 mm square flexible and 2.5 mm square flexible series. Game changer. The word itself says it's a game changer, but how? It's whatever feature we have, either for the fast connectivity, for rapid production, rapid or quick installation, we have different kind of push-in mechanism or technology. Then we have side flange for the locking mechanism, the additional retainer locking, and also the locking lever here. Different features in different product range. We have incorporated all the features, good features in one product range. And this way, it can help to change the game of our device. These are the features. So I don't know whether you can see it here. It is compact, then the inbuilt locking, and the compact for the efficiency in the mechanism, and safety. All the features. If you see, different product has, here it is a side locking is there, but in some cases, locking is not here. So all the good features are incorporated in one product. And in this series, we have SPC4. This is the series, product series, and it has in all the good features of our different series incorporated in one product and offer these features, the product engine. So we have the standard one, and then locking if required on the top side, or the middle flange for providing you the more space for power devices, and middle flange also there. And apart from the packaging comes in the standard packaging as well as real packaging. Sometimes real packaging is more preferable for factory wiring. So those we have covered for all kind of our IP20 solution. Maybe I'm little bit moving ahead. If you have any query, you please note it down so we can attend your all questions later on. IP20 we have covered for the inside the device. Now, if we come peripheral of the device or at the field side connectivity, we need IP65 or more. So because we need protection, not only against the touch, even for dust and water, we need protection. Here we have connectivity for data application. So we have all copper-based solution like RJ45 connector, RJ45 patch cable, then SMA connector, then USB connector, and the latest one is single pair Ethernet connector. Then we have fiber optics. Again, different ranges are there for different type of fiber optics. It can be SC type, it can be ST type or SCRJ, and so on. Then we have circular. Again, starting from our M5 up to M58, we have the wide range of. So whether it is for your miniature device or even miniature device like for a camera vision system or up to a big drive. So we or machines, we have the solution in circular. Then we have very industry specific or very much application specific solution for energy storage system. Like electric vehicles, the energy storage is also nowadays a business buzz in the market. What does it mean? Energy storage means we should have multiple battery pack, and those battery packs should be connected in a panel like frame, and those battery pack should be connected. For this application, we have battery pole connector, or if it is at the higher rating, maybe say more than 200 amps, then we have busbar system connector. So this is very much specific for energy storage system. So whoever in the audience are in energy storage system, so we can provide you this very much specific solution. Then we have solar connector, SunClicks. The brand name is our SunClicks. Then we have our circular AC connectors. We'll come a bit details in the coming slides. Then we have installation connector, even with screw connection or crimp connection. So we have all kind of connection solutions for the installation connector. Even the different IPs also there. So when we talk about data connectivity, so as we mentioned, it can be in any form which is presented here. And we have solution for all of this kind of connectivity. So starting from RJ45 socket, then the plug, and then the different kind of patch cable, then USB connector, HDMI connector, and coaxial, and also the D-sub. So I'm not through the each and every parameter of this. So here to share with you, even any one of the requirement in data connectivity in copper solution, we have wide range of offering. We have wide range, but this is one which helps for easy and quick operation, not only at the factory side, even at the installation side. How quick it is, you can have a look.
Realize up to 10 gigabit per second Ethernet cables quickly and conveniently with the displacement connection.
So how quick it is? It is based on IDC principle, insulation displacement connections. So you cut the length as required and you insert, press down the lever and it's done. So it's how quick and how ease of operation it is. Single pair Ethernet. Generally for any kind of Ethernet solution, the standard one is 4 pair or the 8 contacts. Then we have Profinet in 2 pair or 4 contacts. This one is 1 pair. There is certain application where there's very minimum power is required and 1 signal contact is required. So there, why should we go with higher contact? It requires higher size of the device, then more space, more cost. So this is the very latest innovative technology in the industry for the data application, the single pair Ethernet. Here we have this product. So up to 50 watt, if the requirement is a 1 signal, and to power up that device, maximum 50 watt is required. So with this single pair Ethernet connectivity we can provide nowadays. And this is in accordance with this ISA 63171-2, -5 and -7. So it fulfills all the ISA 1, 5 and 7 requirement. Nowadays are also coming up with this technology, and there we need to interface with this kind of connector with SPE enabled. Now on the data side, we have fiber optic transceiver, DIN rail adapter, then DIN rail mountable splice LIU interface unit, light interface unit, and if it is in the server rack, it comes in splice tray. So we have both the options, and this is very unique one. If we have a single connectivity or termination required, and we need it to be mounted in a panel, and panel it all components. If we just imagine everything on a DIN rail. Now imagine how we can mount one data connectors. So it should be DIN rail mountable. To make that DIN rail mountable, this is a very unique option we have in Phoenix. So we can incorporate that RJ45 or the fiber optics connector in it, and this adapter can be mounted on the DIN rail NS35. So this is very unique one. Energy storage. As I mentioned, for energy storage, we need, if you see, there are multiple battery. We are not into battery manufacturing. We provide the solution for the connectivity. When multiple packs are connected, are stacked, then how they will be connected? With this kind of connector. So we have battery pole connector and as well as this busbar connection system. Up to 120 mm square cable, we can have this for busbar connector, and beyond that we have busbar connection system. For battery pole connector here, the unique feature for the positive and negative, we have visually we can identify, and the unique feature is this: once it's mated, you will again hear a click sound, so it ensures it's connected, and there is a mechanism lever, you just pull and then you can remove. Again, quick termination or quick connection disconnection, and no tool is required here. And here, for if it is a higher, like 200 or more than 200 ampere connectivity is required. So we generally, even beyond 100 ampere, the busbar, an aluminum busbar or the copper busbar used, then busbar is a very solid particle. You cannot move even in 1 mm. So to accommodate it, this kind of tolerance compensation mechanism is inbuilt in our this kind of connector. So we probably unable to imagine at the moment when it will be connected at the floor shop for such kind of busbar to connect. So it becomes very ease of operation for the assembler on the floor. So these are very specific product we have to offer for the energy storage system. SunClicks is a very specific product for solar application. How it is different from other manufacturer? The difference is here. Difference is here. Here again, insert the wire, push down this lever, then just tight it. It's done. So just imagine at the site, these are the product which are used at the solar farm site. And you can imagine how comfortable or discomfortable situation at the site under the sun. So it is so easy and quick. And the most important thing is SunClicks is mateable with SunClicks only. Why this feature? Generally, other connector from maybe on the device side, one manufacturer, one brand, and the field side, other brand. But here, we should not use different manufacturer and the device side and field side, or in the even in the hanging also. Why? With visual confirmation, we can check the mechanical mating. How about the electrical mating? Who will ensure the both manufacturer have used same composition of material, same the metal surface? If it is different, then it creates contact resistance. And starting from a warming situation, the warm surface up to catching fire, who will ensure? So that's why Phoenix has come up with this kind of product which ensures if one side Phoenix, the SunClicks, the other side will be the SunClicks. And it is the benefit in the benefit of the end user, the customer, end customer. Then we have circular, starting from M12 up to M58. Again, different pin composition. It is available for the lower range of connectivity or rating, or even up for the higher. So we can provide you the solution for separate signal or power application, or in some case, maybe power and signal both in one connector. So that is hybrid solution. So we have individual signal or power solution or hybrid solution. So wide range of product. Okay, here also, if we know the length, so probably we can provide the solution with cable. But if the length is unknown to us, then we can provide you the connector. And as per the length, the cable can be connected at the site. Then these are very specific installation connector. Means these are the product or connector can be used for site installation. We have all these variants with cream or push or screw connections. and different sizes are available. Different IP level is available based on the requirement, the need, or site condition. We have different solutions. So probably one of the solution can very much suitable you will find. So connectivity is done. As we mentioned, when we talk about the electronics, once the PCB is designed, we need to house it. And for that, we need enclosures. So we have wide range of enclosures. It can be DIN rail mountable. Suppose if you are designing a power supply, or maybe a isolator, or maybe a converter, you design your electronics from our wide range. One of the product you must find suitable for housing your electronics. And if the product, like you are designing a router, maybe a GPS tracker, so those products should be mounted or installed outside. Again, here we need IP65 or more. So then for those kind of application, we have our field housing. So this housing have up to IP69K solution. So it ensures dust and water protection even at the site. So here you can see and we have our plastic and aluminum extrudes. So the profile. This is a very unique profile we have, plastic extrudes. Generally for the relay module, we use plastic extrudes or the profile. Those are screw connection based. We assemble the side plates with screw. But this one is a unique one. It is screwless. So you can just put together and press, it will be assembled. And even for deassemble or disconnect, you just pull it and it will be deassembled. So again, toolless, fast and quick for your production. And here you can see different shape, size for different application. And here this is a very specific one. Suppose if any controller are being designed, so there we need, for like IOs, we need front connection. So here the connectivity solution here is from front. And this comes with display option or without display option. So different variants are there. So here, just to give you a bit details, different application, different enclosures. Even here, it comes with the modular option. Like if you don't need that much depth. Here you can see for RJ45 connectivity, we need more depth, but where just PCB connectivity, we need lesser depth. And here, no additional depth is required. So this kind of modular enclosure options are also available with us. So as I just mentioned, different kind of field activity, field application, we have solutions. And this is a product even comes with DNV approval. That means even for the for marine application, if we are designing some device or equipment, so this product is eligible for that. Or if we have hazardous or chemical industry, we are designing some product, so it has EX approval by default. And this is a product, the product is UCS. It is very much suitable for IoT devices because it is so modular. It can be, the stack height is different, the side plate are very modular. We no need to give the complete enclosure to the for any kind of added service like cutting, drilling, machining, punching. So the side part which has required any kind of cutout or drilling, so we can just provide that part, and then it can be assembled. So these different features are available with different kind of product range. That's all about the product, and if you have questions, maybe we can answer later on. Now I would like to invite my colleague Srinivas. He will present whatever portfolio we have presented. We have many more successful case studies. So probably he will share a couple of those so that you can have an idea. So which product are successfully implemented in the actually in the industry. Thank you. Come. We can, okay. You need this?
I'll take the mic. Check. Hello. My name is Srinivas, and of course, we have two Srinivas here. I am from Bangalore. I have been in Phoenix Contact since last 13 years. Somehow my company is bearing with me for last more than a decade. So I know many people here feeling very bored or feeling a little drowsy. Not at all, right? I just have some 70 slides to show you. Don't worry. So I would like to thank Mr. Prabir Kumar Banik for giving the detailed information about. Okay, is it good? Sorry, thanks for the correction. So about the product, and now we all come to know. Most of you all come to know about the Phoenix Contact products. So already you are aware about it, but still we would like to refresh your thing, and we want to showcase the one which is newly added into our portfolio. So that's been showcased here. Otherwise, Phoenix Contact is having more than 100,000 products, and which we cannot cover in a short span. Okay, so now I would like to show some of the case studies where we had winning success, design win, or where we are able to fulfill the customer needs. So we had a customer who had string inverter applications. So in the inverter applications, there are a lot of connections will be there. Could be power, could be signal, whatever. So Phoenix is having the complete solution, and with robust technology, fast connection, where we are able to fulfill the customer requirements. So in this case, for a controller in the inverter, so the connectors for the controller are very essential. Most of the cases, what happens, the connector is considered as a C-class item. Of course it is, no doubt, but that's the key. That's where the power is getting in. So connector plays a very crucial role when it comes to a connection technology, or when you want to give any communication or a power. So choosing a right product at the right stage for the right application is very, very important. So for that, Phoenix, he is the number one. And Phoenix can able to give you all the required technical parameters, and it can be met. So that's the reason we have been in the industry since last 100 years. You can imagine no other company in the world is having 100 years experience in the connection technology. Phoenix is the only company is able to sustain in the market for more than 100 years. So we are given here about the connection for the 1000 volts and 40 amps connector, and we have also offered the customers for the positive and negative connections. That is which you can see on the black side, black color. The customer is having a benefit of having a safe and reliable and automated process, long-term stable, UL approval, multi-row applications. So all these things which added to the customer to choose the Phoenix. Same way in other application where CNC machines, we all know CNC machines, how and where it will be used, and what we can offer in the CNC machine is that. So there will be a controller for the CNC machines, and all the controller requires different type of connection, where Phoenix can able to offer a smaller connection to a bigger one. So in this case, customer wanted a connector where it has the fast connection and most reliable, and he can able to hear it when it get locks. So in all these parameters, we offered our Connexus technology, which is being chosen by customer. So with this connector, so the advantages is like tool free, as already mentioned. So and the fast connection where you can hear it, you can see it, whether the connection is done or not. So all these things are considered. Same way, so in the agricultural field, so there are a lot of application in agricultural field. So for one of the application, so we offered our circular connectors and some housings. So what happens, agriculture is like open area, open field. So you need to have a very robust, very rugged product to withstand the environmental conditions. So that's the reason we offered our housings here, which is the most robust housing, that is the black color one. And we offered our M12 connectors for their autonomous tractor and the tractor control applications. So with this custom, it is like fit and forget. The connection is like that. So in the Phoenix, so we have been giving the connector since last any connector which is mounted for more than 25 years till now, no errors have been found. So that's the quality we maintain. So in the controller, IoT controller, or for the home automation. So everybody knows like, home automation is again more automation involved, more smart technology involved. So in this, you require the hardware and you require a housing for that. You require connectors which can able to withstand your own electronics, your own technology. So we are able to fulfill the needs. You just have to bring your electronics and your PCB. We are able to give you the housing, the enclosure which can fit into our enclosures. So only customer has to think what is the electronics to be added in the PCB, what is the software you need to integrate with that. So other than that, Phoenix is having the own products where we can able to give you the enclosures, connections, everything. Yeah. So we all know the market is entirely changing. So now the new market is like BMS, ESS, battery management system, energy storage systems. So Phoenix is also, trying to involve in all the new technologies, new applications. Same way we bought this kind of connectors into the market very recently, and we are able to see very good success from the market as well. So in the field of BMS, like battery management system or energy storage system, so power is the one which plays a key area. So power need to be monitored, to be controlled in a very precise manner. So Phoenix can able to offer the connectors for that. So where you have the connectors from the cell to the cell, as well as from the main DCPM, like the inverter kind of a thing, which inverter to the battery cells. So any connection in this parameter, like for example, 50 amps, 250 amps, 350 amps. So we are able to give the connections, and this is the success what we have it.
And here, just to, sorry for my interruption, one very good features I probably missed. This is
Yeah,
one, generally when there is a connectivity here, the battery is already stable, stacked. So then we can't move the battery location. So this is the feature which helps actually. And in this case, it played a vital role. So here you can move this connector once it is connected. So this is the main important feature. Although it is connected and mated, at that condition also, it will not disconnect, but you can rotate this plug so that you can adjust as per the requirement, the space or the movement, degree of movement is feasible as per this tech. So this wonderful feature this product provides. Thank you.
Thanks for adding that. So basically, it is 360-degree rotatable connector. So even if it rotates in any direction, so it will not hamper the current and the voltage. So that's the very key feature in this application. And the web tension devices. So even the web tension devices, where customer wanted the IP67 rated connectors. So for the signal and the power together, I mean the separately. So in this case, we have offered our circular connectors along with the pre-harnessed cables. So with this, customer able to achieve easy and faster connection and shielded one with signal transmission of 360 degrees. Yeah, this is my favorite thing. So a day I was sitting in a coffee shop and I was fortunately able to see a coffee vending machine which is getting repaired. This is a story about some 6-7 years ago. And I saw a lot of connectors on the backside. Is it visible to the people here? Am I blocking your view? Okay. So I saw a lot of connectors which was there in the on the backside of the machine. So then I did the reverse way, who is the manufacturer and everything. So I was able to offer the Phoenix contact. Customer was able to, he was not finding a right connectivity with the right connector, because a coffee vending machine is like which goes into the consumer market, and you need to have accurate information, accuracy in the proportionality of the coffee, sugar, milk, and everything. So connectors plays a major role in it. So I was able to give a complete solution when it comes to connection technology for their controllers. So that way, I was able, we are able to win this coffee vending machine business. So although I did not claim for the coffee on that day with my boss, but I was able to give the very good business to the Phoenix. So anywhere, if you're having a coffee in a coffee shop, especially in a coffee day, that is completely powered by Phoenix contact connectors.
So whether it is a industrial connectivity solution or in some cases this kind of non-traditional industrial, I would say. So if once it is connectivity, so Phoenix has something to offer you.
So we are trying to explain on all the applications like agriculture, the consumer market, the extreme condition of the BCPM, like the power modules. So that's the agenda of explaining all the segments, application references. IoT, IoT, you all know, everybody is well versed with IoT gateway things. So again, IoT means you always have your electronics, PCB, everything ready with you, but you required connection and the housing for that. So we are able to offer the connection, I mean, the connection point and the housing point. The customization on top of that can be achieved with a Phoenix contact. So if a customer can give us the drawings and everything, so we will be able to give the customization on top of the connector based on your requirements. Yeah, this is another application, EV and charging station applications. So on the charging station side, so obviously there'll be a controller which can able to take the power or give the power DC or AC side both. So the controller plays a major role, and the controller means again you require a connection there. So even for the EV applications, we are able to give the lot of connectors, and where it is being successfully accepted in the market and it is running in the way. So that is all from my end. So I'd like to thank everyone and thanks for this. Any questions, please, you can.
So probably, do we have time to take the question now or later? Okay, so at the end, we know when it is connector, we classify it as C. But remember, C is connect. Always I give an example, whether we are like in this great hotel, the hotel is very big, but the door is smaller. Even somebody put lock, it will be even smaller. But to open it, the key is even thinner or smaller, the tiny one. But remember, if we don't have the proper key, we can't enter into this hall and we cannot execute this event. So similarly, we may be designing a good system, big subsystem, but while we design it at the same time, if we consider the connectivity solution also, then we have more options to provide you. And then probably the designer can choose or pick any one of those. But if everything's settled, the device size is settled, it's specified, then the options becomes very narrow. So Phoenix Contact is connect or connectors. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Banik and Srinivas. We will take a 15-minute break now, and refreshments and snacks are just outside. Please feel free to help yourselves. Thank you.
You'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Issei Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do.
This is pointer. Yeah. So change I will do here like this. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, this is fine, I think. And is there any PowerPoint there?
Yeah, there. PowerPoint is a power card.
Yeah, we'll bring my laptop in case if power is gone.
Access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Part 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe, fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations, sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations, sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mouser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mouser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mouser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guards at Buckingham Palace to dine with the king. While your thirst may be quenched, the Coca-Cola formula will remain a closely guarded secret. Hidden for more than 500 years now, Montezuma's treasure, in truth, may never be seen. And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mauser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mauser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customer sales representatives capable of answering your questions about a product, its availability, or the status of an order. Well, that's just what we do at Mauser. We've made the commitment to remain the leader in new product introductions and to develop the productivity tools that make buying from us the thing over 650,000 customers have made a habit. Because at Mauser, we leave nothing to chance.
We are connected by more than commerce. Your ingenuity, your passion to create is helping drive our growth. And the technological advancements you've either designed or inspired are fast becoming integral components in the automation of Mauser's logistical operations. Sensing, motor control, mobile scanning, IoT, machine learning, robotics. All technologies you, the engineer, have designed, we use in our global distribution center to stock more products, consolidate more orders more accurately, and ship faster than ever. So thank you for all that you do and for developing all the innovations that allow us to continue to better serve your needs.
No matter where you roam, you'll encounter places you can't access. Brave Norway's Arctic temperatures to venture inside the global seed vault, and you'll instantly be turned away. There's also no chance of getting past the guard.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would kindly request all of you to please take your seats. We'll begin in another 2 minutes. Thank you.
And unless you're Japanese royalty, you'll never set eyes on what's inside the Ise Grand Shrine. But when it's time to obtain the widest selection of semiconductors and electronic components for design, Mouser always gives you full, unrestricted access. Let us be your guide in exploring a world full of technology and innovation.
When you want to do something big, you dream, you plan, you take measure of yourself and the challenge in front of you. You put in the work, and you put on your game face. That's the road to success. Leave nothing to chance. At Mouser, we know a thing or two about going big. Partnering with over 1,200 leading electronic component brands and helping them expand into markets around the globe has made us the fastest growing distributor in the industry. Maintaining the world's widest selection of inventory, embracing sophisticated warehouse automation, having local customers.
Hello, everyone. I hope we are all refreshed and ready to dive back in. I would now like to invite Mr. Ranesh Rana from ADI to share his insights. Thank you.
Let me check the time. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Warm welcome to all of you. So I'm Naresh Rana from Analog Devices. And today I'm going to present the ADI technologies to improve the efficiency and reliability of any electronic system. So ADI is a Analog Devices, which is a 60-year-old company. And we are into development of semiconductor chips and also algorithm softwares and subsystems for faster time to market. So this company was started by two classmates of MIT near to Boston, and right now we are headquarters in Wilmington in USA. So before I start on the more discussion on the optimization of technologies, so I thought I'll share a little bit about what ADI is into and how we are doing financially and how we are doing from the manufacturing side. Because post-COVID, when there was a semiconductor shortage, so a lot of designers, they got into this situation where they are not able to source components. And now these designers, when they do the designs, they not only look at the specs of the parts which is suitable to their applications, but they also want to know what is the manufacturing strategy of an company, how kind of financials they have, and what kind of R&D investments they are doing. So let me just jump into the two slides on ADI. So as we completed 60 years in 2025, so we have revenue from $500,000. Now we are at $9.4 billion revenue. We started with 3 op-amps, and now we have 75,000 products. And employees also, we are just having few hundred employees to 24,000 employees. So ADI invests a lot in R&D. You can see $1.5 billion of R&D is pumped every year back into innovation. And this is a reason we are sustaining from last 60 years. Not even 1% of the companies survive for this long. And the credit goes to the everyday innovation we do. And in fact, when I was looking at like why in India we don't have any large mobile phone companies like Apple, or Korean companies like Samsung, or Chinese Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, and all, or we don't have any laptop brands like Apple or Dell, HP. So I think one of the reasons which I found is like the companies have to do the continuous R&D every day for years and years to build a brand, which is missing in Indian consumer electronic companies, and we are not able to build big brands. However, I think with the importance of this R&D, we also want to emphasize on the acquisitions. So we made more than 3 acquisitions, but the top 3 which are here is, one is Hittite, where they were experts in RF and microwave and milliwave. We acquired in 2012. Then in 2015, we acquired LT. It's a $15 billion acquisition, and Maxim a $21 billion acquisition in 2021. So that's a snapshot of our company profile. And now I'm coming to our manufacturing strategy. So typically all semiconductor components, they are manufactured in 2 ways. One is the front end, which is wafer manufacturing, and back end, which is a package manufacturing. So wafer manufacturing, ADI have their own sites in US and in UK. And we also do outsource our wafer manufacturing to companies like TSMC and UMC. And for the back-end manufacturing, which is ATMP, basically taking the wafer and putting all the packages, pins onto that plastic and ceramic packages. So we call it ATMP, assembly, test, M for marking, and P for packaging. So this we have in-house, and also we outsource it to few OSAT companies, outsourced assembly and test. Like in India, you might be hearing these days, Tata Electronics has built a large OSAT in Assam. Micron is building a ATMP plant in Gujarat. Similarly, ADI is also associated with these OSAT companies like Tata Electronics, so that in future when they build, we can provide them wafers and they can build semiconductor components for us in India. So we have a dual strategy. We do own in-house manufacturing as well as outsource it. And also when we outsource it, it is done to the multiple locations. Like our parts are qualified in TSMC, Taiwan, but the new TSMC which is building in Japan and US, we are also going to qualify. So it also de-risks us from the geopolitical reasons. Okay, so let's jump to our main topic, like improving efficiencies in electronic design. So when I put this text in Chat GPT, so this is what I got a reply from Chat GPT. This is not my slide, this is from Chat GPT, like how system efficiencies can be improved. And when I've going through all of these line items, so in each of these line items, ADI has an important role to play. For example, design optimization using simulation tools like LT-SPICE. So ADI is building this LT-SPICE tool for many years, and this simulation tool helps us to optimize the designs. In fact, we conducted this LT-SPICE event in like Bangalore and Delhi, where all the design engineers came to one place, and we gave a hands-on training to all of these design engineers. So looking at the audience, and quite a good response, Mauser team, and ADI, we can also do this LT-SPICE training in Chennai. So if any of you or your colleagues who are into hardware design or software design, if they would be interested, then we will be happy to conduct this event in Chennai. So just can some of you raise hand, like if you want ADI to do this training in Chennai in next couple of months, you can raise hands. I'll get I think, thank you, Mauser. This is the cheapest and easiest ways to know, like, should we conduct event or not. So it is done. It is my commitment. We are going to be here in next couple of months, and for this LT-SPICE training for hardware and software engineers. Okay, moving back to the topic. So minimize components. So in next couple of slides, you will see ADI is doing a lot of integration. We are adding passives and other devices, inductors into our chips, so that customers have minimum components to use in their designs. And third, of course, switching regulators also increase the power efficiency, and ADI has a vast portfolio of switching regulators. Then second point is integrated solutions, where like we are integrating now analog and digital, like MCU core and analog core together in our new packages. So that is also. So I think we also give some guidelines of PCB designing, and our products are very easy from the layout perspective. Algorithm development. Now ADI is also developing a lot of algorithms for all the system improvements, and which basically enhances the performance and reduces the power consumption. Okay, I think we can move to the next slide. So this is the single snapshot of ADI portfolio in power domain. So we build protection devices like over voltage, under voltage, ideal diode, and such stoppers. We also build battery charging and management products, where runtime of the battery is enhanced, the overall battery life is also enhanced, and we have linear chargers, buck-boot modules, switching chargers, and super caps chargers. And we also design fuel gauge ICs, which measure the state of the charge and state of the health, and also for the battery protection elements. Then we have a wide range of step down, step up, and buck and boost in discrete form as well as in the integrated form. We have isolation portfolio. I'll cover few of them in details. We have isolation portfolio for DC to DC conversion. ADI also have temperature sensors for in digital and analog output mode, and we have supervisory circuits for voltage rails, and also we have sequential tracker and margining for sequencing the power supplies in whatever fashion we want to do. Then on the linear side, we have low LDOs, where very low noise, ultra low noise LDOs are there. And we also make LDO plus, where apart from LDO, those components also have voltage, current, and temperature monitoring, and negative LDOs for voltage, negative voltage rails. Then ADI also make LED drivers for automotive applications. Then we have PMIC ICs, which has integrated buck boost, battery charger, and LDOs inside. And SIMO is a technology which is single inductance multi-output. So these buck boost converters are used in very small applications like hearables, headphones, or smart ring kind of applications. And finally, we have multi-topology DC to DC converters. So I'll take few of them for discussing in more details, like what these products are. For example, this silent switchers. So the name itself suggests these are ultra low noise switching regulators in step up and step down applications. So the advantages of silent switches are they are very low noise, and they have very easily passed this CISP R25. This is a rugged EMI EMC standard, and we are able to pass these standards. These silent switches, they dissipate very low heat, and they operate at a very high peak efficiency. And also the form factor of this silent switches is very, very small. And in next slide, I'm going to share how it is. So this is a non-silent switcher, which is a general switching regulator. If you see here, why there is so much of EMI, EMC noise here? Because there is a just single loop. So this loop creates a lot of EMI, EMC. And also, if you see in traditional chips, you have a wire bonds, and these induce parasitic inductances. So what ADI did, we added one another loop, which is again the similar kind of loop, which is on the left side. We are able to cancel each other, so the EMI is very low because of this thing. And secondly, we don't use wire bonds, we use flip chip technology, where the die pad is directly connected to the pin. So because of that, again, the parasitic inductance are less. So in the next generation of silent switches too, we also included these capacitors inside the chip. Because of that, then there is a further improvement in the uh, noise immunity. So right now, ADI, we are building the silent switches 3, where apart from this 1 and 2, we have also changed some architecture from voltage reference. We have moved to the current reference. Because of that, there's a further noise immunity, and also we are able to improve on the noise, low frequency noise from 10 hertz to 100 gigahertz with ultra fast transient response. So because of all of these technologies, we are able to build these silent switchers for applications. Then the second highly integrated product from ADI is micro module regulators. Now these regulators, they are very highly integrated. So if you can see, they have inside these micro regulators, there are DC to DC controllers, there are power transistors inside, then we have input and output capacitances, then compensation component and inductors also in one device. So for very space constrained applications, you can use these micro modules, and they come in LGA and BGA package, which are very ultra thin in 1.82 mm or 1.91 mm kind of thickness. So where are they used, these micro modules? All the FPGA, if you see the Xilinx or Ultra FPGA, for all of their power supply, you will find a lot of micro modules used inside. Then in optical modules, in radio transceivers, handheld radios, walkie-talkies, you need, which are space constrained. Then in telecom radios, they are used. Healthcare, automotive, aerospace and defense, in drones and anti-drones, in data centers, and in a lot of applications wherever you need high efficiency, high performance, but space is a constraint. There you can go with these micro modules. So the advantages of this micro module is, first is it has a very small footprint. Now the designers, they don't have to select MOS transistors, inductors, and all these things, because tuning them is a great time consuming job. So they can just go with the micro module and simplify their design. And these micro modules are very configurable ones. They have a PM bus interface also. So even for the manufacturing side, if you see, manufacturing, when you make your PCB, so if the least number of components you have, you can have a better manufacturing, lower field returns, and also the quality wise also you can improve upon the design to manufacturability. So these are the advantages of micro modules. So ADI is making these modules since 2006. So then in 2010, we added newer modules with multiple voltage levels. In 2013, we made a micro module with a inductor on the top of this. So as it can act as a heat sink. Then we added more packaging options. In 2019, we introduced micro module, which was in a die form. And in 2022, basically we removed the encapsulation, and it was an open frame LDO used for the switching regulators. So how do we, there are like vast number of switching regulators, this micro modules. How do you select that? So ADI, we provide you some a infographic user guide where you can look at these options like this, step up, step down, isolated. You can click any of these blocks, and then you can reach at this level. Here you can select the current output, and you can get to the right micro module. So apart from micro modules, ADI make isolation power also, like digital isolation. So we make isolated I2C, isolated CAN, isolated even RS-232 and RS-485. Then we have Sigma Delta ADCs with isolation, and we also have IGBT drivers with isolation. So digital isolation is one of the strong portfolio of ADI. So we don't use any optocouplers for this digital isolation. And as you know, like optocouplers have LED, and LEDs have a degrading life. So we avoid that, and we use some chip transformer scale technology to build these isolation technologies. Because of that, you can have a very large surge protection and voltage range in these isolation. So also the reliability wise, they are one of the best. They meet all the reliability standards. And since we use this chip transformer technology, so the PCB size becomes very, very less from designer perspective. So little bit more on like how they are compared to optocouplers. So the board layout becomes very simple if you use the iCoupler isolator. Interface to other components also is very simple. Power supply is very cheap here. And then temperature, it can sustain over a wide range of temperature. And overall, the system cost also reduces. And if you look at here, operates at a level up to 90% lower than optocouplers. So that kind of power consumptions, you can get benefit from using these digital isolation technologies from ADI. So the motor control, that's the, I think in globally motor control is a now a big segment, and a lot of products, a lot of applications have motor control. And there are, for smooth motor control applications, designers face a lot of challenges in tuning these motors. So ADI acquired a company called Trinamic in 2021, and it's a German-based company. And we are now building the most integrated solutions on motor control. So this Trinamic is primarily doing the digital information converting into physical motions. And this is the complete block diagram of what we do in the Trinamics. So ADI, we build pre-drivers which can drive the MOSFETs. Then we also build drivers where H-bridge is included inside. ADI also builds a C driver, sorry, this motion controller, so that in motion controller, you can have this positioning and ramp generation things. And make integration of motion controller plus pre-driver plus driver. So this is a single chip API. And we didn't stop at that. We have also added a microcontroller. And we build our own algorithm and putting it on our own controllers. Then ADI have also started building the SOM modules and boards where all of these blocks. And finally, we are building PAN drives where even the motor is also included in this PAN drive. So you can, it's a like one-stop shop. You can choose whatever solution from ADI. So right from ICs for driving and motion controlling, we have micro modules. Then we have modules. These modules, you can just connect the power, communication, and motor. And then we have this PAN drives. You just connect the power and communication. And to support, we have a software tools. So these motors typically are stepper motor, BLDC motor, and brushed DC motors. And motor sizes from milliwatts to 1 kilowatt and up to 100 amperes. And also voltage range from 1.8 to 80 volt. So this is about our Trinamic products. So where these Trinamics are going, you can see the kind of applications we are in India. I think now few customers have also started designing robotics. So Trinamic is going into robotics. It is going into medical equipments, even vending machines or microscope. So wherever there are motors, I think Trinamic has a good potential to go there. And with so much of integration, we are also providing these algorithms for, so these are internal ADI names like SPED cycle is for reducing the vibration, stealth chop is for reducing the noise, stall guard is basically it for load detection, cool step for current consumption reduction. So these are the IPs of ADI to build a silent and efficient motor. So the advantages of this Dynamic is now the customers have very minimum software effort. Most of the software is and algorithms are provided by ADI. Minimizes the time to market because we have integrated solutions, lowers the total bill of material, very high performance and energy efficient mode of operation. So this is our last product from the power perspective. You can just have a look at it. So protection devices, they increase the reliability, and ADI builds almost all kind of protection devices which are available in the market. So I'll just quickly jump to our automotive portfolio. So the three key data or three buses in automotive are audio bus, video bus, and data bus. And ADI has built proprietary technologies for all of these three: audio, video, and data. And we started with automotive, but now all of these technologies are also useful for industrial applications, for consumer applications, and even for aerospace and defense applications. So let me talk about first the video technology. So in car you have 360 cameras, and from these cameras the data has to be transferred to some infotainment system or some processing. So this GMSL is gigabit multimedia serial link. So this chip is basically a serializer chip where the parallel data from the camera, it is converted into a serial form, and it is carried over by a single twisted pair cable. So earlier there used to have multiple wires connecting from camera to the processing. But with this technology now you can use a single wire and build your complete product. On the end side you will have a deserializer from ADI, which can go up to processor or from display systems. So GMSL as a technology, so we launched around 10-12 years back with GMSL 1, which was supporting just 3 gigabits and 2 megapixels of camera. Then we launched GMSL 2 with higher speeds up to 6 Gbps and 8 megapixel camera. And the latest one which we have launched just a few months back is GMSL 3. Now this can support 12 Gbps and 15 MP camera and also up to 8K displays. And beauty of this product is they are all backward compatible. They are all software compatible products. So it saves on size, it saves on weight, it saves on the power because of just with the help of this single cable. Second bus is audio bus. So ADI has again a proprietary audio automotive audio bus. So this picture will tell you a lot. So the current and the previous designs in audio used to be like all the speakers and woofers were connected to the head end units with multiple cables. But just by this A to B bus, now on the single wire you can carry the audio, control, clock, and power. So imagine the bundle of this wire is removed by this automotive audio bus. So it again you can see the kind of efficient saving, reliability improvement you can have by just using this technology. So this A to B works on master and slave technology. So there is one master and up to 32 slaves you can connect on this A to B bus. So a few applications like premium audio amplifiers, they will use this A to B technology. In fact, the consumer audio amplifiers, the home infotainment, there also this technology is being used. Then the second popular technology where this is used is road noise cancellation. So now you can put a lot of microphones, accelerometer sensors, and in a negative or anti-noise wave can be generated to cancel the noise which comes from the road or from the outside environment. And we are seeing interest from mixie manufacturers, air conditioner manufacturers, and any equipment which is making noise. By putting this technology, now you can reduce that noise a lot. So this is about, then the third technology from ADI is for the data transmission. So we have 10 base T1S Ethernet to Edge bus. So 10 base is basically 10 stands for 10 megabits per second is the speed. T1 stand for, again, there's a one cable twisted single cable, and S stand for short, which basically for short lengths, like few meters, which inside a car. We also have T1L, which can support longer, like few hundred meters and kilometers. So how this 10 base S technology is benefiting us is, this is the old architecture inside a car. If you see the number of microcontrollers on edge nodes, you have like more than 10, 15 or 20. Sometime in many cars, there are hundreds of microcontrollers inside the car. But with this technology, with this 10 base S from ADI, you can have one controller here inside in the main controller, And all the edges, you can remove this controllers, and you can use the Ethernet switch to communicate from this microcontroller to these edge nodes. So now this eliminates microcontrollers at the edge. So if you have to do this over the air update, that is not possible if you have tens of microcontrollers. By using just one controller, main controller, now you can have very easy over the air updates, and it enhances the efficiency also for this. So 10 base, this is just a snapshot of what kind of architecture it looks like. So this is the A to B chip, with the help of which we are able to, again, there is a very less cables and less weight because of adopting these technologies. So these three technologies, I think, are used, this E2B is used in lighting applications, powertrains, body electronics. So even the small keyless entry, door ECU, window controller, everywhere you can replace the MCUs and use E2B technology. So very simplifies the design. Basically, the cars from conventional architecture, now they are following the zonal based architecture. So car is becoming a software defined vehicle. This is where this E2B is playing its role. So yeah, so these three technologies, audio, video, and this data, so they are able to enhance the lot of efficiency inside an automotive vehicle, and the same applications are also used in non-automotive applications now. And the final one, we designed these battery management solutions. Again, we started with automotive, and now we are seeing a lot of response in the energy or industrial side also for this battery management solutions. So typical any battery management solution, you know, it will measure cell voltage, pack current, and cell temperature. And BMS IC is particularly used for cell balancing and ensuring the data communication. Then these system also has to be reliable, so they has to be SLD compliant, so that there is a safety enhancement in that. Then charge discharge management, event logging, battery safety, and thermal runaway. So these are the typical features of any battery management system. And ADI is like the first one to launch the BMS semiconductor chips worldwide. In fact, most of the top 35 car OEMs and two-wheeler OEMs, they are adopted ADI solutions for BMS applications. And very recently, we have also launched world's first wireless BMS globally. So this is typically the structure of our devices. So these cell monitors, ADI is designing like 8 cell, 12 cell, 16 cell, 18 cell, or even 24 cell we have launched, and these can be stacked. Then we have a pack monitor. This is again from ADI, and then we have a isolated SPI or RF. So all of these products are available from ADI, and we are also build reference designs for these BMS applications. So that's all from my side. This is a snapshot of ADI portfolio, which can increase the efficiency and reliability of any system designs. So ADI components, so we don't have a direct sale in India. So we sell our products through distribution channels. So Mouser is one of our very key partners who is able to help us with the supply chain. And a couple of advantages, like if you need very quick deliveries, I think Mouser is there. You need like sometimes like ADI, we won't sell less than MOQ. And sometimes in our case, MOQ itself is 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 units. But with Mouser, you can expect they can break the MOQ at their level and give you a supply which is as per your requirements. So this is my email ID, naresh.rana@analog.com. So if you have any queries or any challenges, you can write to me. I can try to connect you to suitable people in my company and support all of your queries. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naresh. So as we conclude with the last session, the floor is now open for the question and answers. If you have any questions to ask, please use this time to ask the questions. Thank you.
Hello, sir. I am working with the Gaganyaan team of ISRO. So when we are ordering products in the Mouser, sometimes we face an issue from the Blue Dot couriers or whatever it is. They are asking for some import duties. Extra import duty charges have been asked. But why can't Mouser provide only one charge, which is inclusive of import duty and GST is extra? That would be easy for us. And my second question is, whenever we are importing the products, it gets stuck up during the custom clearance. How does Mouser help us in custom clearance so that the product reaches to the end user without any issues when we are paying the 100% advance? So how does Mouser help us in this case?
Yeah. So thank you for the question. Hello. So normally, as you know, right, Mouser, we have a central warehouse in US. So we are not registered in India yet. So then what happened? That reason we are not charged any kind of GSTs from customer. So the same GST is going to charge by Indian government, that will call as the customs duty. So many customers actually came with same issues. So then we thought and we bought something called local invoicing, nothing but a GST invoice copy. So we started the process and we actually supplied the parts throughout India. We actually saw some success, but unfortunately we faced some big challenge with Indian customs. Now we had overcome that issue. In couple of weeks, again we are restarting it out. So where customer can feel happy to place the order in Indian rupees, I'm going to take the hit of all customs duty and risk. I'm going to supply the part to the customer with GST. So once you place the order, directly the order will come to your doorstep with local invoicing. You no need to worry about customs. You no need to worry about foreign transactions. That everything Mozilla will take care.
Good afternoon. I am Professor Ramanan from VIT University, the professor of practice. Nowadays, a lot of stress is being made on the collaboration between academia and industry. And many of the micro enterprises, we have a center for micro enterprises development at Vellore. So they cannot afford this high cost of the latest technology, not only what the three speakers mentioned, also the other points. So is there any tie-up, sir, with Manik sir? Is there any tie-up with the banks to provide some easy credit to these micro enterprises where the investment is less than, say, 10 lakhs or so? Because most of them are located in that Vaniambadi, that Vellore belt. Their capital investment is much low. To penetrate to that sector, particularly the micro enterprises, has anything been talked about by the Mouser and the other companies? They made the presentation to have easy access to credit. Can you please enlighten on that?
Sir, actually, currently, what we don't have that easy act. Okay, as I said, right, we actually started up the local invoicing, the INR billing very recently. So we have to first stabilize, okay, our local part. Then we'll actually come with the multiple payment options. So that actually going to take some time to us because we are very new to industry in local invoicing. So once we stabilize, then definitely we'll work on the further payment options.
Hello, sir. I am Lokesh. Actually, I am a hardware design engineer. I am facing the issue in Mouser, only the connector section. See, one part number is available, but mating connector we need to search more. So some easy option is there, means this to easy to find that mating connectors.
Sir, okay. If you go to our website, right?
Hmm.
So our website is completely user friendly, where you can able to find the mating connectors. If by chance, if you're not able to find any mating connectors, you can send an email to us. So we have a technical team, okay, where they're going to check into your request, and we can able to suggest you the alternate or else the same mating part which is required for your project.
But that is taking 1 or 2 days now. You are giving the answer.
True, sir. Because see, what happened was, if I have the part upfront with me, I'll tell you that. If I don't have, then I will take the request forward to the manufacturer, and I'll get the correct part to you. That reason we're just taking a couple of days time.
Yes, sir. But if male connector is there, same part number, female is there.
Probably I have the solution for you.
Yeah.
It's very easy if you go with Phoenix. Once you go to the Phoenix site, you have the part number. And Phoenix has unique 7 numeric digit for each and every article. Once you enter this article, you get the part, and you scroll down at the end, you will have on one section accessories or the mating part. So you no need to wait for anyone, either for Mauser or for Phoenix. At least from Phoenix side, we can assure
Phoenix
you.
side it is okay, but we are using others also. Other.
Okay, yes. As far as Phoenix product is concerned, I can reply. Others, he has already replied.
Yes, some
His-
option is there, means we can go with direct that option, mating connector.
Yes.
We can search it and take that easily. But we need to check that part number. If one by one we can decoding, and then we search that part number. That is taking the time.
Yeah, for other than Phoenix, he has already replied. Maybe he will take a little bit time.
So what we can do is we can connect separately, and you can actually send your requirements to us. We can see what best we can do to help you out. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, so I was trying to answer the previous question which Professor asked him, from VIT. So you are professor in VIT? Okay, so that's why we got an out of syllabus question. Nobody was able to answer it, but I will try. So you are talking about the credit to the industry, right? So normally for SME and medium-sized organizations, we have associations also, especially in electronics. We have a IESA, India Electronics and Semiconductor Association. So they welcome startup community and SME companies. So you can be part of that company, can be part of this association, and from there they can get the way to get credits and all. In fact, these association, they are closely associated with all the state governments and also with Ministry of IT. So the getting credit through this channel could be a better way. And also nowadays, all of the ministries, so they are also providing a lot of support to Indian startup companies. For example, Ministry of Defense, they have launched several programs where they are funding even their designs, like IDEX challenge and all. So if these SMEs can try to reach out to various ministries, and now Indian government is very, very supportive for giving credits to companies.
See, myself Mukundan Krish. Basically, my question is to Srinivas and his team. So you were mentioning about SunClip, the product. So in that product, you mentioned that you can mix the connector, means since it is in solar field, it will not give warm or hot or fire situation, even if you mix the thing. How you are handling that solution? Means if the product is different and the material is different, still you can override from the harmness of warm or hot. So how it's handled? What the technology is behind it?
Probably I'm not able to deliver the things in right way. What you just mentioned, I stated the completely the opposite thing. That solar connector, what Phoenix has produced or designed, it is designed in such a way it can mate only Phoenix mating part, not from any other part, to ensure what the worries you just mentioned. Otherwise, it will create, starting from warming and then up to the catching fire.
So what you recommend is the same product
Yes,
that is
same
used on the both
product
side.
from
So I got it in the other way. That's
other
why
way.
that would have solved his problem also. If you mix the connector also, still if he succeed to buy your connector and use it, but there is
Yes.
not a way. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Balraj. My question is to Mr. Naresh Rana. Sir, you were talking about A2B audio bus, and the picture shows only single bus. In case of fault tolerant, I mean single point failure, the OE has to replace the entire cabling. Is it fault tolerant, or how it is works?
It is fault tolerant.
Okay. In case of any single point failure, no need to replace the entire the
No,
cabling.
no. It is fault tolerant.
It's fault tolerant.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, this question is to Mr. Naresh. Uh, we are a medical devices company, and I was looking for some microcontrollers with AI chipset. Is it available with ADI?
Yeah. So for AI application, we have a chip which is a microcontroller, and it has a hardware accelerator inside. So because of this hardware accelerator, this AI engine is very low power consumption. But for medical applications, see, you can use those AI chips for face detection and audio detection and all these things. But if you want to sense like this PPG sensors, SpO2 and all these things, then you have to use another chip, which again from ADI. So along with this AI microprocessor with the analog front end, which senses all this heart rate and everything. So then you can make a complete solution. But only with AI processor, you won't be able to.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon. I am Sharif Babu, founder AgriCPS. I have a general question, so anyone related can reply here. Are there any advancement in the biosensors field? For example, to measure plant stress or the chemical changes in the plant, like that.
Hi, it was a very nice question. Apart from this generic electronics, and there are lots of people in India, particularly, they are working in biosensors. And biosensors, it's different from electromechanical sensors. They generally measure parameters in gas and another parameters. And yes, lots of products are in. I know well many startups working sensing the soil nutritions or plant health just because of bio. Yes, there. I hope I have answered your question.
Do we have any more questions?
Hi, I am Govindarajan, Deputy Chief Electrical Engineer of Integral Coach Factory, who are leaders of Vande Bharat Express trains, Indian Railways. Now I have a general question only. That is why you people are not concentrating on signal and telecommunication in Indian Railways and as well as train communication systems. Please, anybody can answer the question. Thank you.
I don't know. From Phoenix perspective, I can mention there are couple of connectivity solutions that, yeah, we are already supplying for signal and telecommunication. Okay.
So ADI is building chips for all kind of communications, including this signal communications and all. So it is up to an Indian some OEM or ESDM company who can take our chips and design these products. But we are here to support. In fact, our communication chips are used for satellite communications. They are used for even the 5G, 4G communications. And for RF is in ADI is world leader in RF. So all RF communication, even in radars, anti-drones, drones. So there also our chips are used. So anyone can take our chips and design these products. So I know in Indian Railways for TCAS project, train collision awareness companies like Medha, Carnex, Quadrant and all, they are using our chips and building these complete systems. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to add one more point. So, yes, the Vande Bharat trains, what has been launched, right? So, 100% sure that Mauser parts are there, because the customers who are there, they're buying the part from us. Even there's one more customer called HBL from Hyderabad. So they're doing the battery management system, and Mayada is doing the coaching system. And Chennai also a couple of customers was there. They clearly confirmed us the parts they're buying it from us, which is going only to Vande Bharat. True. Sir, actually, Mauser, sir, majorly will focus only on the distribution of the components, sir. Right? So it depends. What I know that if the companies they're going to actually manufacture some new technology, if they want assistance, right? Then I can actually connect them with the OEMs. Okay, regarding to the requirement, I can get it done. So we majorly focus only on the distribution of the chips as per the requirement of the customers. Thank you.
Okay, I'm from R&D of UCall. I have a question. See, like today we have a bigger problem in magnets. So one is the Hall effect sensors and magnets we use. Second is we use some magnetic switches and other things. So do we have any solutions to that? Because this is a rare earth now we are not getting. So I think we should get an alternate. That's we are trying to find out some solutions. So do we have any solutions for Moser or with other partners?
So I came to Chennai day before yesterday, and I met one customer who is very large into motor control applications. So I asked the same question to him. I can, whatever he answered, I can tell you. I asked him like, what are these challenges are coming because China is a little bit more now stringent and not giving these magnets and a couple of other technologies. So he mentioned that their strategy is to build motors without magnets. So that is where electronics will come into play, and ADI kind of companies will have a role to play there. So that is the second best alternative, because the first one is to arrange magnets. But if let's say if it's not available, then obviously there are technologies where you can design and get similar kind of performance without magnets also.
That's what we have any solutions. That's what I'm just trying to understand. Like, yes, motors, I understand there is a, strip technologies and other things which is already in place. But for sensors and other things, which we are deep rooted into the automobile sector. But today we don't have a solution. All of a sudden, it's going to be a blank for us. That's what I.
Yeah, so it's going to take a time because to build a solution, it will take at least say 1 year of efforts at least.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vel Murugan. I'm a hardware engineer. So basically, from MCCI. Basically, we are providing IoT and LoRaWAN-based things. So we designed some electrochemical-based sensor stuffs. So one of the problem we are facing is the calibration and kind of testing solution. Maybe it's a general question. Anybody can answer. So if such kind of things available here in Chennai or in nearer in India, so anybody can provide some solutions. Electrochemical sensors, calibration.
So again, it is correlated with the biosensors. There is a separate department in Indian ministry called Department of Biotechnology that push Indian governments gives lots of funding to develop biotechnology solutions. And this electrochemical also somewhere related to biotechnology. And there are several private players like AlphaSense. They are mainly focused on electrochemicals. They senses outdoor air quality, and that air quality has to be calibrated every 3 months or sometime. And there is specific lab equipments suited both in Chennai and Bangalore across India. They calibrate the sensors, and then only your data is validated. And there are many US players, Europe players, and Singapore, China. There are lots of players running in this domain. Hmm.
It's an IoT sensors, so it has to be deployed in factories. So where we have to sense methane, NO2, SO2. So such kind of stuff. If some maybe analog devices or some other providers have some sensor solutions to like any technology available for a longer period of the calibration.
No, there are many experimental setup, scientific setup to calibrate the sensors. If you need a specific standard, you have to develop your own setup. If you want a generic standard, there are people, and we can connect if you need a specific program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. I have two questions. One is how to reduce the lead time for we are getting the material from 15 days. So we are working in defense. So we need a very less lead time. And then second question is in defense, they are no need to use China products. So if any options are there, uh, other than China products, we can buy. So something that options also it is good for Mauser.
Yeah. So first, I would like to address about China products. As you know, right, we are directly supporting to Bell because we won't support on China parts. We buy the parts only from the OEMs, and as we all know that OEMs having different multiple locations of factories where they manufacture it. Some they'll keep in Taiwan, some they'll keep in China. Right? It is only called COO, country of origin. So when we're supporting it to the bill, right, bill actually accepting our parts because bill also mostly they'll support for the defense and HAL. They're taking it out. So many customers they came with the same question saying that okay, we don't want to use. So what we're doing for that was, so we're asking customer, once you place your order, I'm going to share the PA copy to the customers, performance copy. In that, I'm mentioning COO, country of origin, for every part. So you can choose whether you want the part or not. If you say no, right, what I can do, I can delete that line, I can ship the other parts to you. Here, what happened was, when I'm just placing order, okay, let's take placing order, I'm getting multiple locations of parts to me that. So sometimes majority, because you see that majority manufacturers having plant in China, we're getting those parts. So we are trying to sort out to showcase that if customer who don't want China, then we are trying to get some alternate COO like Taiwan or Japan. We are supporting it out.
Thank you.
Okay. And regarding a lead time, so Mouser, we actually hold majority of stocks. If you ask about our inventory, currently we are holding $3.2 billion of inventory in my warehouse. So 95% the parts what we're looking at, we have stock. Very 5% we are not maintaining because whatever those are special parts in the market. And second, the shipping. If you place order today, we're shipping on the same day to you. It is reaching customers within 7 days at an average. So we starting ILI and we want to reduce the delivery time to the customer. So we are working it out. Maybe it's going to take a couple of months to me to reduce the lead time to reach the customers. So I should say that it's a transit time, not lead time.
Sir, if you are having that much of stock in Bangalore, something means we will get in 2 to 3 days now.
Sir, I agree with you. So Moser, what happened was we are actually keeping a centralized warehouse in USA, right? So here what happened, if I keep the stocks in India, if customer placing order to me in somewhere in Germany, then the transit taking much more time to me that. So from US, I can get the part to India within 3 days. So if you want, you can place order in Moser by using UPS. Within 3 days, the material hitting India. Only challenge we're facing was custom clearance. As you know, we all know, right? So it's taking some bit time to us, but we are in talks with the customs team and they are supporting us. That also we're trying to reduce soon.
Yes, sir. Try to buy the basics components in your store,
Sir,
means that is better.
we have a plan, sir, because before going that, right, I said we are starting INR business. Once that been success, right, then slowly whatever we can implement the other process too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have time for just one last question. If there is any question, please let us know. And after that, all the questions can be taken offline during lunch.
Good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Sri Prasanna from Isaki India Private Limited. I'm a design engineer working there. So we are working for automobile EDS, and we do work for almost all OEMs. And I have a general question to Dias. So one of the Indian two-wheeler OEMs, they have released the bike, which is a completely EV. They have claimed that that can be able to run using B2B or flat cables. Is it possible to accommodate that such power or data transmission to end to end? Why? Because even for normal conditions, since we are using for regular cables also, we do have some certain conditions or certain parameters to ensure the end-to-end transmission is going either from manufacturing or by studying DFM or in checking with fitment itself. But how is it possible to accommodate such power or transmission by flat cables to from end to end? And also this is my first question, and second question is regarding to crimping. So in general, we used to crimp with regular applicators, which also we do have some variation. Although we do make it in good way, customer find us any some other crimping variations or any ampere voltage variations which affect the devices. But in IDC type of crimping, how is there any fluctuation? Is there any possible to stop that issues from from start itself? Thank you.
What exactly you would like to know, actually? Because I'm not related to that first questions. Maybe the second question, if you be a little bit very specific, what exactly? Because I can understand you asked for CRIM
Yes.
connectivity and the IDC.
Yes. For
So what exactly is the query about? These are two different connection technologies.
okay.
So
So
what is the query?
okay, for regarding to regular crimping, we do have a process, and that actually fits with connector, but then ensures the connectivity in longevity. But for regular vehicles or regular devices, but we can able to ensure the continuity throughout that. But how IDC can able to maintain such that connectivity with devices?
See, CRIMP and IDC, both are, I would say, from two different world of connection technology. So CRIMP, I would say, the best connection technology in the world. At the same time, it is the worst connection technology in the world. How? The same thing. Once it is CRIMP connection technology, there are a couple of factors that we have to ensure. The very first thing is the right, correct CRIMP contact in accordance with the cable size. Then the proper crimp tool, crimping tool or the plier. Then the skilled manpower who is familiar with that crimping tool. Any one of these three factors, if missed, then it becomes the worst connection. So crimp contact or crimp connection technology based solutions are always preferred or advised in the factory side, not in the field or installation side, because factory side is in a control environment. We know who is our skilled manpower, which crimping plier should be used for which crimp contact or the cable size. On the other hand, IDC can be used on the factory side as well as in the field side, because the user or the person who is connecting has nothing to do with the connection process. Only thing, he has to cut the length of the wire, insert it, and there would be mechanism based on the connector of the product. You press down and it's done. In one of my slide I mentioned, this is a precision technology is incorporated in the connector. So there's a knife kind of arrangement in that mechanism. Once you insert the wire, it holds in between two knives. And once you press down the mechanism with the lever, it cut the insulation in such a precision way, it cut the insulation of the cable, not the conductor. So it cut the insulation, get in contact with the conductor, and then it establishes the connectivity. But here's the limitation. Up to a certain size of the cable, the more the cable size, the insulation becomes harder. So IDC has the limitation up to a certain level of insulation. It enables to cut the insulation proper way. So as far as Phoenix solution is concerned, we have solution up to 2.5 mm square wire, probably up to 10 or 12 ampere rating of your requirement can be accommodated with this technology. I hope I'm able to clarify your queries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll just proceed with the vote of thanks from Mauser.
Thank you, everyone. As we come to a close of today's roadshow, I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for making it for this event and gracing your presence. It was a wonderful session. I want to thank all the speakers. Mr. Srinivasan from Occam Technologies, Mr. Banik, Mr. Srinivasan, from Phoenix Contact, and Mr. Ranesh Rana. He had to leave from ADI. Last but not least, I want to thank my team here, Payal, Saurabh, Rishikesh, Koteshwar, and Wasim, for coordinating this event so wonderfully with EFY. So thank you so much. We have lunch, another few minutes. And we also have, Phoenix Contact who have, a stall here. So you can actually connect with them offline. Yeah. Thank you so much.